everybody, and welcome to Season 12 of Just Saying. I know. 12 seasons in, and I'm still going strong. However, I do see a light at the end of the tunnel for this show. It's out there, and it's coming. Not this calendar year. You've got me for at least 2 more seasons. But it's going to be a great season. We have a lot of things we're going to talk about this whole season long. So let's get it started by asking the question that I pose at the beginning of every one of my shows. What is Josh drinking? And on the show today, after 12 seasons, why? Just why would I switch it up? I'm drinking good old Mountain Dew. Refreshing. So, as you can tell, as I sit here in the set that I told you I was going to change before we went on break, but I have a good excuse this time as to why I didn't do it. It's time for the rundown. So, I got a promotion at work, and I went to a new location. I started that December 1st-ish, and I love it. I love what I do. I love the people I work with. I'll tell you stories, but I can't use real names. So, yeah, it's going to be fun. So far I like the store. But because of that, when I got there, I started off with 8 employees when I got there. 2 quit. One's grandma had passed away. One was in the hospital with her son. One had COVID. Left me with 3 employees. My first week I was there. It was great. It was fantabulous. Anyway, so I worked a lot. Really didn't get anything done around my house that I even wanted to do. But yeah, my bank account loved it. But I was a working fool. But like I said, I love what I do. I love who I work with. And I'm going to talk about the people I work with here in just a little bit. Again, not real names. So we're going to get into the holidays. We ended the show before Thanksgiving, so I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. I spent mine alone, which is kind of what I wanted, but I went to work that morning and then was supposed to go to my sister Betty Sue's house, and my car died. And yeah, so I didn't go, but I got a knock at my door, and it was my other sister, Mary Lou, with a bag of food. So I at least got to eat Thanksgiving instead of like a pizza. So yeah, I mean, it was good. I don't like holidays. Holidays are just, no, I don't like doing them. They've become so commercialized lately, and it just drives me nuts. And then I'm going to skip Christmas for right now. New Year's, basically, I didn't really do anything. I never do. Years ago, when my nephews were little, I would watch my nephews on New Year's so my sister and her ex-husband could go out. So I'm used to not doing New Year's. I'm not a big drinker. I was in the past. I'm not a big drinker. I'd rather not feel like crap the next morning. So I don't drink. And so it was one of those where I was just doodling on my computer and on my phone, looked at the clock. It was 12:30. I'm like, oh, Happy New Year, Taze. And we went to bed. That was my New Year's. Christmas was great. So it's the 3rd Christmas without my mom. And the first one was just like we were all numb. Like we just didn't want to do it, but we knew we had to. There's always going to be a first one. And so it was just, the first one sucked. Last year, we were trying to find a new routine, new ritual to do. And then what we did last year didn't quite work with what was going on this year. And so we kind of switched it up a little bit, but it was a better Christmas. Everybody was more engaged and uplifted and for the season. It sucks that my mom wasn't there. But you know, we all have to move on, and yeah. So anyway, but the holidays are getting just a little bit easier. Not too bad. So I thought right now, if you guys don't mind, I would take some time and just show you a little bit of show and tell. Show you what my favorite presents I got all year. Is that okay? All right. So the first of all, let me just say this. If you haven't noticed, I slimmed down the decorations on my desk. mainly because it was looking too crappy, and I cleaned off my desk because I was getting ready to move a bunch of stuff, and then it didn't work. But I did tell you on the season finale that I was going to have a new desk decoration, and I do. That's right. I got another trophy from Liveline with Kate Mason Kelter. If you have never heard the show, please look it up. You can download the Liveline Party app and listen to it literally anywhere. Anywhere that has Wi-Fi. So a few years ago, someone in my family got me a chapstick, a Mountain Dew bottle chapstick, and it was Mountain Dew like flavored, scented, whatever. Well, normally for Christmas, especially when my mom started getting really sick, we would just all give we would all give my sister Betty Sue money, and she would just order everything. She'd just buy everything. This year, I was able to get my own, and I was proud of it. Mainly because I work at a store and I just bought all the stuff from there. But yeah, so this year, Betty Sue upped the ante and got me this chapstick. I don't know if you can see it. It's pretty big. She's a big one. So. And then she knows I love useless information, and that I have a bunch of useless information in my noggin. So she found this thing. It's one of those day-by-day calendars that you rip. It's called the Ultimate Bullshit Quiz. Is it right side up? Yeah. It's called the Ultimate Bullshit Quiz. And I am going to try and work it into the show somehow. But here is an example of one of the questions. In what Ohio city is it illegal for a woman in a skirt to wear patent leather shoes? A, Cleveland, because you don't know what might be reflected in the shiny surface. B, Columbus, but only before Easter. Or C, it's complete bullshit. Rumors like this are made up by East Coast snobs. The answer is... Cleveland. They also have a law there where you cannot get your fish drunk. Sorry, you can't take your fish to the bar, guys. I know they're good ring men, but you can't do it. And then I remember saying at one point with my sister Betty Sue, I remember saying I wish I had a Rubik's Cube. I don't know why, because I'm colorblind. But she got me a Rubik's Cube. And I love just sitting here fidgeting with it because, let's be honest, I'm colorblind and I really couldn't figure it out, even if I tried. Because every time I even do this... Look! I did it! It's all gray to me. But I like just sitting here playing with it. It's fun it's like a fun little fidget toy for me. So I tell you this next story. I can't use real names, but we'll call one of them Gretel, and the other one we'll call Petula. Those are the names that just popped into my head. I don't know why. So I worked with Gretel before I started working with Petula. Petula was hired on, and excuse me, and I got Gretel to start watching the show, and she doesn't know I'm doing this, and I hope she's not mad. But I did not know. I got to know both of the ladies, and they're sisters. And Petula is an amazing artist. I hope that one day she expands on that and could really do some great stuff. But anyway, so she saw that I had a coffee cup on my desk, and so she bought me a coffee cup. And then had Petula decorate it with my name and paw prints. So, they don't know I'm doing this. It's going to be my new desk decoration for my desk. New coffee cup that actually says my name instead of Jake. So thank you, Petula and Gretel. Now on to why I'm pissed off at Producer Man. So I was talking with Gretel one day at work, and she's like, I love how you talk like a talk show host. I'm like, what are you talking about? She goes, you talk like a talk show host. Like you talk like you're engaging with somebody. And so I was like, I was kind of puzzled by it. And I understand what she means. I act like there's a whole room of audience here. When I look around, because I look like I feel like I look like I'm fat on camera, because the camera always adds 80 million pounds. And so I feel like I'm fat. And then I was telling producer man this, and he's like, "That's weird. You do," and totally caught on to it too. And the more I do it now, I'm catching myself. I'm still doing it, but I have to do this show that way. Anyway, so and plus there's like a half a second delay from when I actually do what I'm doing, and when it shows me on the monitor. And so even if I'm watching a show where the audio is just off by a little bit, I can't do it. And it's weird to watch yourself with a half a second delay. So back to my main story. So I'm telling him why I do it, that I look fat, or that I feel like I look like I'm fat. So what does producer man get me for Christmas? A scale. To prove to myself that I'm not fat. A scale. A scale. Who gets somebody a fucking scale for Christmas? Death to producer man. That's all I'm saying. It's time to get in the news. Patrick Mahomes was rushed off the field after their win on Sunday, last Sunday, by winning 27-24 against the Buffalo Bills, advancing in the playoffs, knocking out the Buffalo Bills. And because after the game, some of the Buffalo Bills fans started chucking snowballs at his head, and so they had to rush him off the field. Even the Buffalo Bills player, and I'm sorry if I pronounce his name wrong, Drew Tranquil, went onto Twitter, or X, or whatever it's called now, and said, "Guys, come on, that's not good sportsmanship. They won fair and square. Let it be." So here's another interesting story, and I swear that producer man finds stories like this just to tick me off, because in words that I can't pronounce. So Jamie Dornan was hospitalized apparently last year with what he thought was a heart attack. He had tingling and numbness and pain in his left arm, so they rushed him to the emergency room, and come to find out it was a reaction to a caterpillar. A caterpillar called the, and I hate you for this, producer man, pine processionary, processionary moth caterpillar. Pine processionary moth caterpillar. It apparently is poisonous to other insects, and if you touch its fur, it can affect you, but it won't kill a human. It's not fatal to humans, only to other insects. But he was attacked by a caterpillar. Anyway, here's the next one. And this one is kind of a graphic picture before I show it to you, so if you're squeamish, look away. It doesn't really show much, but this is celebrity dog groomer or dog breeder Ronnie Wright, who had to get 11 stitches after going to one of his clients' house. He bent over to kiss the dog, and the dog ripped his mouth off, literally. He looked in a mirror and saw that his lip was hanging there. Took 11 stitches to fix him up, and I don't think that he's going to have that as a client anymore. Just saying. Moving right along. EDM DJs in Los Angeles at the Exchange LA had to halt their show after they were doing so well, they broke the roof. Literally. This is a really bad picture, but the vibrations of the EDM music was so bad that it started crumbling the ceiling. So they had to halt the show. The headliner was Brennan Hart, and also performing that night were supposed to be Lucky Rabbit, Ty Guys, and JR. I've never heard of them, but I do like EDM. And no, it's not sexual. It's electric dance music. BDSM is sexual. Anyway. And finally, in the rundown, residents of Oakland will now have to go a little bit further to get their double-double, as they have officially announced. COO, Chief Operating Officer Denny Warnick, has announced it was not an overnight decision, but because of a hike in crime, from anywhere from purse snatchings to car thefts to armed robberies, it's safer for both the patrons and the employees to just shut the store down. So they will be closing the Oakland location. Wah, wah. I've never had an In-N-Out burger, but I've heard that as soon as it goes in, it comes right out. I don't know. Once again, I hate Producer Man because I had an idea for a sketch, and he liked the idea. We're doing the sketch. It's the next sketch, but he had to come up with the most confusing name for it. And here's the premise of it. So I love the show Big Bang Theory. I have watched every season. I watch them multiple times. However, there's a few things in the show that don't quite make sense, even though they're supposed to be brilliant scientists. So I thought I'd come up with a segment where I come on here and complain about things that are contradictory in Big Bang Theory. And so Producer Man's like, here's what we're going to call it. So here's the premiere of my new sketch, my Big Bang Theory theory. It's my Big Bang Theory theory. My Big Bang Theory theory. Really? Seriously? Anyway. So in the show, as you all know, a lot of times they make fun of Howard's mom, Mrs. Swallowitz, for being so heavy that they never show her, and you can only hear her. However, that is not true. She one time did appear quickly when she was Bernadette and Howard went away for the weekend and asked Raj to go out check on his mom. He went in, ended up having dinner with her. She asked if he liked cheesecake. She said, "Great, I'll make you one." And then you can see her running right by the door. Not to mention, there are family pictures in the show of a woman who I'm assuming is his mom, or is supposed to be his mom. So they do show what she looks like. Y'all just don't pay attention. Okay. Well, it's time for my first segment. And like I said, this first segment is one that I did not do at all last year. And I kind of miss it. So I'm bringing it back. And we're going to see just how smart some people are when they call 911. It's time for Here Come the Popo. So my first two are from the city of Atherton. And I just feel like Atherton people should not be allowed on the island that I'm going to build. They would be rocketed off. Because here's the first one. In Atherton, 100 block of Heather Drive, 8:35 p.m. Wednesday, someone rang a person's doorbell and disappeared. Police responded and found that it was a package being delivered. Really? They don't call 911 for someone breaking in the window, but if they knock at the front door and take off, that's... Oh. Here's another Atherton one. 150 Avenue, 6:01 a.m. Tuesday. A man on campus at Sacred Heart School reportedly followed the janitor around asking odd questions. Because that deserves a 911 call. You are smart in Atherton, let me tell you. Here's the next one. 5:47 p.m. Police responded to an Amherst site where a man and a woman were hiking and the woman became ill. Police determined that the woman was just trying to get out of the date and that was set up on WeChat and feigned the illness instead of being forthcoming on why she wanted to leave early. Hey, he called 911 for you. He's a good guy. If I was on a date and they're like, I don't feel good, I'd be like, bye, bitch. Don't call me, I'll call you. Here's the next one. A woman reported Thursday that someone broke into her home on the 1200 block of Summer Street and switched hardware in her computer with identical hardware that doesn't work. There are no leads. Really? I think this next one is a great one. Yeah, this is the best one so far. 7 p.m. A woman called police to say someone took all of her guts out of her body, including her heart and mouth, in the 300 block of Douglas Avenue. In Atherton. I'm just kidding. I don't know if it was in Atherton. Here's the next one. Oops, wrong one. Here's the next one. Rock Hill police were informed February 25th by a resident of the 1000 block of Raritan Drive that a family in the area was taking over the mind of local dogs and turning them against their owners. Police were advised the person that the only way to protect their dog is to install an anti-force field around its head before letting it go outside. And I mean, outside in Atherton. I'm kidding. I don't know if it's Atherton. Here's the next one. Yesterday night, 3:35 a.m., standard area, a woman on Serrano Road said 2 people were in her backyard cutting her marijuana plants. So it's illegal to grow marijuana, but you're calling the police because someone is cutting down your marijuana plants. That's brilliant. Atherton people. Here's the next one. Someone from Atherton's going to come knocking on my door. 2:58 p.m. The Learning Center on Hanson Street reports a man across the way stands at his window for hours watching the center, making parents nervous. Police ID the subject as a cardboard cutout of Arnold Schwarzenegger. And finally, unnamed location, 5:34 p.m. Wednesday, a female talking on the phone with police about her boyfriend and how he hit her with a banana and had taken her car, changed her mind mid-sentence when he returned with her car. Because he had to go get more bananas. He hit you with one, so he had to go get another one. Duh. Speaking of duh, it's time to look at some bad construction fails in this week's edition of What's Wrong Here? Personally, I do not think that when you were instructed to set the pillar after you lay the cement, I don't think that this is what he was talking about. Just saying. Here's the next one. If you decide to live in this apartment building, be sure to watch your step. It's at first step. It's a doozy. Here's the next one. I have no idea why you would have to put a pole in your window. I mean, it's not like the window broke. They purposely installed that pole in there. I don't get it. Here's the next one. I don't think I'll be parking in this parking structure. Ever. Just saying. Here's the next one. Have you ever heard the song Stairway to Heaven? This one is a stairway to nothing. Not sure what happened, not sure why. It just leads nowhere. Oh, let's go up here. No. Here's the next one. Speaking of let's go up here, I would rather scale the wall than go up these steps. Just saying. Just something about those doesn't seem right to me. I don't know what it is. And if I were you, and if most of you have been in public, right? Yeah. Okay. And I had to charge your phone, I would highly recommend not using this outlet. You can, and it would be shockingly great, but I just recommend not. Here's the next one. Now, even I, the layperson, knows that something's not right here. And I think that the architect would have been able to determine that things aren't meeting up right. I love that they're standing there trying to figure out what happened. You should start in the middle. Kidding, you can't start in the middle. Here's the last one. So no wonder. I know kind of why all the children started disappearing when they went to the park. Because of this. a giant hole at the end of the slide where they entered the underworld. So Valentine's Day is right around the corner, and I thought I would try to help you guys find your partner the best Valentine's Day gift. It's time for the marketplace. I'm sure this first item is a character of something or off of something. However, I don't think I would appreciate this in public. Don't know what it is, but it charges your phone. Here's the next one. Are you the type of person that likes to... I'm going to start going through these as if I'm on one of those QVC shows. Are you the type of person that loves to make geography maps using pieces of food? Fear not! Have I got the item for you? It is a chicken finger shaped like Africa. Cooked to perfection, it says. One of a kind in every bag. But it's cooked to perfection. I just wouldn't recommend eating it because, well, you're getting it to make your map. Here's the next one. Are you a lady that likes... Does your personal... Let's start over. Does your lady friend like to collect purses? Does she like to eat a lot of bread? Fear not! Have I got the product for you? It is the loaf of bread purse. Here's the next one. You know, are you the type of person that has kids that loves animal crackers? And then they start asking, Mommy, how are babies made? All you have to do is open a box of animal crackers. Quickest sex discussion you'll ever have with your child. Here's the next one. I have to say that this one is kind of a dagger to the heart. Are you the type of person who has children that love to play with dolls, but you are the father and you're never around? Always keep them reminded with this absent father doll. I'm just giving you ideas, people. It's my job. Here's the next one. Nope, that's the same one. Here's the next one. Now, are you the person that loves Donald Trump? Sorry. And you love the way he smells? Sorry. Fear not! Have I got the product for you? It is the Trump scented candle. Hair not included. But for an extra $5.99, there's more! No, I'm kidding. There's not. That's just what they say on QVC shows. Here's the next one. Are you the type of person that loves to pop other people's pimples? That was really hard to say. Are you the person that likes to pop other people's pimples? Fear not! Have I got the product for you? Mary Lou, I'm getting you for this for Christmas or for your birthday. It's called the Spot Popper. You fill it up with this ooze, and then you pop their pimples. Seriously. Are you the type of person that loves mystery and intrigue, and you love blowing money on something you don't know what you're getting? Fear not! Have I got the product for you? It is the mysterious box of mystery! And inside is a note that says you're an idiot. And finally, are you the type of person that loves to shove bottles up a dog's ass just to open the bottle? Fear not! Have I got the product for you. It's the dog bottle opener. I just show the pictures, people. Well, that will do it for the show today. I hope you guys enjoyed the premiere of season 12. We are well on our way. We're going to have a great season this year. We have next week's Professor Josh returns, who never dates, but is going to teach you guys how to catch and find the perfect person for you. It's our 4th annual Dating 101. Then after that, we have Luck Month, and then we have, I think we're going to do like a spring cleaning thing in April with DIY hints. I'm not sure yet. I don't know what I'm doing next week. Anyway, if you think there's something funny I should see and share on the show, be sure to send it to me. There is my email and my Twitter account, which I never really get on. And if you don't have to, but I'd really like you to, if you have a moment, please like, subscribe, comment below, and get the notifications anytime I post one of my episodes, which is every Sunday for the next 15 weeks. That's right, you're stuck with me, and I don't know why I keep whispering. Anyway, so I want to thank you guys all for watching. I hope that you will continue to watch all season long. It's going to be fun. You know me and my Dating 101. I mean, you know Professor Josh and his Dating 101. Out of this world. Yeah. Anyway, so until next week, everybody, please stay safe, stay healthy, stop the hate. But for now, that's all I'm saying.